so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my way.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. First carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson, and he finds Stills, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Fournette, a first down carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
What's up? 19. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Alert. Get that 55.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown,
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
On second down, here's Fournette. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me.
Hey, 24.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Go on. Go on. Hustle. Check Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete. Stills. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Seahawks
Let's get that. 19. And 24. Check Mike. He's coming. Double up. 24 down. He's coming.
On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malik Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flushed out right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gets around him. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Put it down.
They'll run with Fournette. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Cannon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, here's Cannon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Screenplay, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Fournette fighting through. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Trying to get it that time to Stills. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That burst, good for 20 and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Malik Collins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Cannon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
This is Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will handle first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw, Watson, buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. Oh, incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
Brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Watson now to throw. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check your hot read.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, that's complete to his running back, Grant. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gostkowski for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, You're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. On third down, Cannon, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson from the downhill throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play that time for the Ravens. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Watch the twist. Check 3. 24.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Get ready.
A handoff to Fournette. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Seahawks, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all can't get close so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it.